Well, Jayden did not say. He only said that the baby fell and hit his leg. That's the only thing Jayden said to me.
But I heard earlier that the baby fell from the jump from the bed.
No, she did not say that.
That's not what she said.
That the baby loves to do that. And that was a normal thing. So that she didn't say that's where the baby go.
So you see all the lies, long neck girl. Your brother said the baby jumped from off at the settee top. You there about no. And you never did it. Your brother said the baby jumped from off at the settee top. Every single one of you have a different statement. And one jump, the baby jump. The brother said the baby jump off at the settee top. You have said that Jayden don't tell you said the baby jump. Then you know I go say no. And one jump, the baby jump. And one drop, the baby drop. And every single one of you have a different statement. Because all of you is a set of liars. So everybody have the different statement. Because every single one of you tell lie. So because all of you tell lie, that is why the confusion. And that is why we out here every single night. Because the whole of you have a different thing for say. Where I'm in a one house. In a one house, you have 20 different statements. And a one thing happen. One accident happen. One person said them a cook dinner. You understand? Mr. T said cook dinner. And cut off the stove. And next morning him add up food. Then him come out, him cook breakfast. You understand? So everything wanna come out is one bag of lie. One said them cook breakfast. One said them come back and add up breakfast. So which one is the truth? And a one house has so much different statements. One damn house has so many different statements out of one house. You don't think of 20 different house. All because you just tell pure lie. That is why so many different statements. Because when I try to cover up for yourself, I only not hear what I want to say. So you say something else, and then you say something else. But if you not talk the truth, everybody who in the house and see what happen, everything would have been the same. But because it's all lies and all cover up, make we don't know what Jayden there. That is why we come out with 20 different stories out of one damn house with one accident. But the police them not doing them job. Anyhow, the police them not doing the job, them job. All the puss them get locked up in the yard. All the dog get locked up. Everybody in the yard is a big liar.
Alright. So there's a video. The thing is a video going around.
Go ahead.
But you said to Jayden that Jayden accident do happen, but you must be careful next time. When did you get to say that to Jayden?
No, she didn't say so.
Was it you? Was it you, Grandma? Says that.
No,
was it you? No, I called to Jayden from my room when I asked Jayden what happened to Zaire. And he told me that Zaire fell and hit his leg. I turned to him from my room while I said to the baby. I said,
let's back up.
You need to be
hold on there.
We're really here as much as we're being heard here in that, you know. I'm okay with her asking the question because that is what we are here for.
Okay, so can I go ahead now?
That goes. Hold on, mommy.
Alright, go ahead, mommy. Right. So as I was saying, when I came out and saw Zaire crying, as I said, I couldn't tell whether Jayden was at the back or the front or the side of Zaire. I saw the baby on the ground, crunching to his leg or holding onto his leg and screaming like hell. So I pick him up, and when I pick him up, I realize that he's crying even more. So I rushed to my room with him and put...
Guys, and Lisa, it was on Lisa. She said when she come in at the room, she see Zaire or Spider-Man clutch on to him leg and I cry even more. You understand? She never said she call out to Jayden. Wanna listen? Listen the lion.
On the bed. When I tried to put him down, I realized he was screaming even more. I even said to myself, I wonder if he break him back. I called to Jayden from my room and said, Jayden, what happened to Zaire? Jayden repeat to me and said, Auntie Paula, Jair fell and hit his leg.
Listen.
I called to my husband immediately and I said to him, something happened to Zaire and I don't know how serious it is and we need to rush him to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, that is when I called my daughter to let her know that something happened to Zaire. I even took the picture of Zaire's leg in the car and sent it to my daughter. Zaire's leg was also on Jayden's foot because Zaire, me and Jayden was at the back of the car. You understand? When I went to the hospital, I went to Hargreaves first. I went to Hargreaves first. The justice I got at Hargreaves, I was not satisfied. So we left with the letter to go to Mandeville. I was there until Minister 12 before Zaire name called for me to go back inside. I called how many times I said, imagine. It's a baby and the baby is
to be registered, not to be seen, just registered.
Not to be seen, not to be registered. After 12, I called to a lady who was at the customer care desk and I said to her, imagine I am here from Harvard with a letter with the baby and nobody seeing the baby. She turned to me and said, this is not a baby hospital. Can you imagine that? And the baby was in pain. She turned to me and said, this is not a baby hospital. And I could not move. I want to use the bathroom and I could not move. And I never get through until minutes after 5 the next morning when they said that after we got through, we get inside and they sent me to do an x-ray because when the doctor saw Zaire, she said to me, this is not looking good. She said, bring him into the room, let me examine him. When she pulled the baby pampers, she called a next doctor and said, it seems like the baby broke some bone. And she write up the x-ray paper immediately and she sent me to the x-ray. It was me and my husband that was there because my husband was still there with me. And he was the one who took the baby. Jayden and Demar was in the car on the outside of the hospital sleeping.
Oh, they went with you? Okay.
Yes, all of them went with me. Because normally when we go in, we don't leave anybody.
Okay, good.
And we went to the x-ray, we get the x-ray.
Hold on. She said, normal when she go, she don't leave nobody. Jayden gone missing. 9 months. And you say, normally when you go, she don't leave nobody. And yet still, none of you come out and look for Jayden. And out of your mouth say, you not go nowhere and leave the body. So, uno make Jayden up on the road for 9 months and no look for Jayden. How uno make Jayden up on the road missing for 9 months? None of uno no go back a police station. None of uno no have a picture of Jayden up and ask people for help to find Jayden. And that me ask you now. That simple means say you only love some. So when you talk about say you no way you not go and you leave the body is a lie. Everyone not gonna leave Jayden behind and wanna go down the self. Cause actions speak louder than words. Cause know that Jayden in a danger. And all of you turn on the back on the baby. Turn on the back on Jayden. All of you dirty breed turn on the back on the poor baby.
X-ray done and I went back in because they would send the report to the doctor by the screen then. So you would have to bring the paper itself to the doctor. So when she looked at it, she said to me that the baby bone break. And I was sent back again to sit in the seat again until minutes after 6 when they said to me that they're going to admit the baby. It was about maybe 5:30 some minutes to 6 that my husband said to me he's going to leave because remember the kids are going to school. I said okay. When you go home,
But
let
the
them
kids that go
already
school,
and
them are
come
not
down
going nowhere.
that he can help me with the baby that I can go to the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom. Then I came down, I called my husband when he reached home and I said to him, no, he called me and asked me how much is Jayden's loan.
It soon come back on.
My husband cooked
Because
the
T
morning
don't
when he
even
went
know how
to
much
back.
Jayden
And
gets for lunch.
Jayden cooked food to go to school. 6:30 they left the house and they went out the road. And my husband carried kids to school, so he dropped Jayden at the roadside at the shop. I went to the opposite direction to pick up his kids to bring to the school.
Alright, hold on, sorry, let me just ask you one question. What time is your husband left the hospital?
Either 5:30 and to 6.
And he done cook by 6:30? He reach home and cook by 6:30?
We were cooking from the Thursday night.
Yeah.
So he just go and
Hold
finish
on.
it.
So how long you live from the hospital? How far? How much
She
minutes
don't
away?
remember.
Half hour, 1 hour?
Well, I cannot say how far it was.
Yeah.
You live in Newport and you was in Mandeville at the hospital.
Right.
Okay, so that will be about 15 to 20 minutes drive back home.
Yeah. But maybe about that or maybe half an hour, depends.
Oh,
Mommy. Mommy.
Yeah, go
I want
ahead.
to ask a question. Where did Jayden say the baby fell from?
You listen now.
Well, Jayden did not say.
Yeah,
He only said that the baby fell and hit his leg. That's the only thing Jayden said to me.
But I heard earlier that the baby fell from the jump from the bed.
No, she didn't
Yeah,
say that.
that's not what she said.
That
Yeah.
the baby loves to do that. And that was a normal thing. So that she didn't say that for the baby jump.
Should
alright.
should never say that to them.
The thing
Is
is,
that video going on?
go ahead.
But they said you said to Jayden that Jayden accident do happen, but you must be careful next time. When did you get to say that to Jayden?
No, she didn't say so.
Was it you? Was it you, Grandma?
Who says that?
No, was it you?
No, I called to Jayden from my room when I asked Jayden what happened to Zaire. And he told me that Zaire fell and hit his leg. I turned to him from my room while attending to the baby. I said, Jayden, you need to be more careful with playing with the baby because the baby is young. Because I have a next granddaughter who's 4 years old. They all stick to Jayden maybe because Jayden is small like them. Because Jayden is small. So they all cling to Jayden. I called to Jayden from my room and I said, Jayden, you just have to be careful when playing with the babies.
Like,
That's when the incident happened, right?
Grandma, that's when I was in my room getting the baby ready.
And Grandma. Okay.
You never called to jail. Alright, so when you find out say incident happened, alright, me as a mother,